Last time we did this, my dad went the total wrong way over here toward Radical Hill in that Land Rover.
I have to do a turn on a ridgeline.
Hey, where is that red Wrangler at?
He's probably like still working his way up St. John.
Have you guys ever wondered what's better when you get off-road? Is it the Jeep Wrangler or is it the Jeep Gladiator? Well, today we're going to figure that out with a good old-fashioned all-American race, and I need somebody to race. So, Tommy, what are we doing?
Well, to be honest, I'm not sure we're really going to have an answer to that question, which one's better off-road, but we are going to have a lot of fun out here in the Rockies because we've got two different trails that meet up on the top of a mountain, and we're going to see who can get there faster, the son or the dad.
Yep, coming up next on our second episode of the Montezuma Challenge.
This is the latest Wrangler. It's called the JL, and this one is a four-door Rubicon with a 3.6 liter V6 and some massive tires. This one's rolling on a 4-inch lift and 37-inch tires. Now the Gladiator is beige, but it's also a Rubicon. It's got a slightly smaller lift and 35-inch tires, but I'm going to be driving it, so you know it's going to be quicker.
Now the good news is that I'm going to be driving this Wrangler, and it's a real apples-to-apples comparison because both Jeeps have the V6 Pentastar under the hood. But last time we did this challenge, Tommy took the harder trail and I took the longer trail. This time I'm going to take the harder trail and Tommy's going to take the longer trail. Now I do have one extra rule that, well, Tommy, let me tell you. Now Tommy, since you won last time, I'm going to add one rule to this race.
All right.
Since it's a beautiful day, we're going to go up to the top of the mountain topless.
Oh boy, so we have to pull the top off before we can actually start the race.
Yep, are you ready to go?
Sure.
All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Oh, like that?
Yeah,
That's it?
Let's go.
We're not in position.
Go.
Oh my goodness.
All right, now Tommy may have youth on his side, but I've got cunning. That's why I borrowed this Jeep from our friends at Bestop. It's got the brand new Trek Top Ultra.
This Gladiator is equipped with the factory hardtop, which means I have these things called Freedom panels, which are these panels that lift up above my head.
And here's a cool party trick. Check this out. Open up the top. All I have to do is that.
But there are a very large number of latches you have to undo.
And guess what? While Tommy's fussing with his Freedom panels, I am off to the races. Bye, loser!
Oh no! How was that happen? All right. Okay. Oh, golly. Okay, this is the next issue. No real great place to put these, so just throw them in the back seat. Got a race to win. Race to win.
So here's a little confessional. A lot of you might be thinking, you know what? You guys aren't really competing. You guys aren't really out there trying to get to the top of the mountain first, get to that American flag. Well, Tommy and I obviously are father and son, and we're cut from the same cloth. I'm stubborn, he's stubborn. I'm competitive, he's competitive. And if you think that we're not racing, then you got another thing coming.
Okay. Go, 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 go. Parking brake off. Oh god, there's a grasshopper in here. It's attacking me. Here we go. Now, if I'm going to win this race, I'm going to have to go quick because I've got a long distance to cover. But first, I got to go through the town of Montezuma, which has super strict speed limits and very aggressive mountain folk, so gotta go pretty slow. 10 miles an hour. That's all I got. Come on! Speed limit, please, lift!
Now the Wrangler has been around a long time, and then recently Jeep decided, heck, let's build a pick-em-up truck and let's make it just as good as the Wrangler. And I would argue that while the Gladiator is great, it's nowhere near as good as this Wrangler for a couple of reasons. This Wrangler is a lot shorter. It's a lot more maneuverable. And being shorter, having a shorter wheelbase means you have a much better breakover angle. It means you don't have all that bed back there to worry about. It means it's lighter. It means it's more nimble. It means it's, well, I just think a lot more fun and a lot more capable. And the really cool thing about this race is that while we don't have two stock Jeeps, both of these Jeeps are modified, and they're both modified in about the same way. So we are doing pretty much apples to apples, but you know what? I think it's time I concentrate on the road ahead, because this time I'm going up the much harder way.
Gladiator is much longer than that Wrangler my dad is in. And typically that's a disadvantage when you're out on the rocks because the breakover angle isn't very good. But there is one advantage about that no one talks about, and that's ride quality. This Gladiator with this Mopar 2-inch lift is so incredibly smooth. It's like riding down a ski hill on Kim Kardashian's bottom. It just soaks up all the bumps effortlessly. A massive cushion.
So far, so good. Gone past a ghost town, up and around, past somebody's cool cabin, and this is where it gets interesting because the dirt portion of this race is now over, and it is time to go into four-wheel drive and see just how good this lifted Wrangler is. All right.
Horsepower and torque on the Gladiator is what I would call just adequate. Maybe barely adequate at 8,000 feet of elevation. It's kind of like going to your local supermarket and buying the generic soda. Sure, it will get the job done, but it's not going to be quite as zesty as you'd expect from a main brand. Well, it's starting to get more and more rough as we begin climbing into the trees, so I don't think two-wheel drive is going to cut the bacon anymore. Let's go ahead and engage four-wheel drive.
This Wrangler is taking this relatively hard trail in stride. I mean, with the Land Rover, I had to pick and choose my path. Here, I just pointed up the mountain, hit the accelerator, and let the Jeep do all the hard work, and away we go. I gotta tell you, maybe I'm being a little bit cocky here, but this Wrangler is just flying up the mountain, and I'm feeling pretty confident about my chances of winning the race this time. I gotta say, there's nothing better than going topless. Well, you know what I mean. Not me, that'd be bad.
Guys, we're going to like 10, 11,000 feet above sea level, and oh man, there's gonna be another issue. These freedom panels are gonna rock themselves to bits. I'm gonna have to pull over and put the top back on, I think. Shoot. Oh. All right, I think we're good. Let's go. Gladiator Rubicon is one of, if not the most capable off-road trucks you can buy today. Yes, I know it is quite long, but quite honestly, that doesn't matter when you've got a front locker, a rear locker, a sway bar, disconnect, and skid plates over absolutely anything that could possibly touch underneath the vehicle. So you do kind of have to get used to scraping stuff when you really start pushing these, but who cares? It was built for it. It's got the Rubicon sticker on the side. I have taken this down the Rubicon trail. It was not happy, but it did the whole thing on stock tires and wheels with stock suspension. These things are tough.
Now it gets serious. 4 low. Trail goes steep and deep. So this is where, well, this is where we pop out a tree line, and this is where the butt clenching really begins. Not only do I have the shortest course, but this Jeep is so capable, I gotta be miles ahead of Tommy. So I think we're gonna do 2 things now. I think it's time for, first, getting the drone out and getting that spectacular shot, because yeah, that ridgeline up there is incredible. But more importantly, one of the great things about a Jeep with the Trek Top Ultra is that not only do you have this really badass sloping roofline, but check this out, you can go even further. Hey guys, here's a little behind the scenes, in case you're curious as to how we filmed this video. Well, actually, because we need to get these spectacular drone shots, Alex, our videographer, is actually in the Jeep right next to me, flying the drone.
There we go.
How's it going, Alex?
It's going good. We're getting some good shots.
Okay, not only does it get deep and steep, or is it steep and deep, but, oh my God, look at that ridge line. You really need, at this point, a serious off-roader, because all you guys down there in the comment section saying, hey, my Civic can do it, please, please bring it up here.
Wait, hold on.
What's
Hold
going on, Alex?
Hold on.
What's going on, dude?
The drone is out of battery,
No.
and it's going home.
What do you mean it's going home?
Back to where we started and where we took off, which is about 100 meters according to the drone down that way.
You're joking.
Not joking.
Gee, this race has just become really serious. Oh yeah, that's what I get for being cocky. Good one, Roman. Yeah. Now instead of easily winning this race, I have to do a turn on a ridge line and go back down the mountain. I guess we could leave the drone there. You guys want to donate a drone to TFL? I'm trying to find the silver lining in this dark cloud.
The cool thing about this race is the higher and higher we go, the more Jeeps we see. Gosh dang it. This has not gone well. Do all the Jeeps come down the mountain? Do any of them go up? You're good. Come on, people. It's okay, we're a friendly group of people. These Jeep folk. I just don't want to go off the mountain, that's key. I think you'll be alright, but here, let me scoot further off the mountain. He's got like a 3-degree slope and he's afraid it's gonna tip him over. Yep. Alright, well that was Jeep number 18, but like I was saying, the higher and higher we go, the more and more oxygen we lose, and eventually the fewer and fewer trees we have. We're about to pop up over tree line, and then we've got a dash across the tundra to get to the finish line on the top of the mountain.
Hey, TFL top tip number 1. When you're racing up a mountain, you want to get that spectacular drone shot. Be sure that the battery is fully charged. All right, made it back to the old, I guess it's an old abandoned mine down here. Time to pick up the drone, spin this bad boy around, head back up the mountain. Hey, I think we lost this, Alex. Let's go. I'm just gonna spin around, go careening off of the cliff. Charge up to the finish. We're getting close. This is a shorter way. Don't have to go up that ridge line.
Last time we did this, my dad went the total wrong way over here toward Radical Hill in that Land Rover. I'm not gonna make the same mistake. Okay, so this is a pickle. Do you see way up there? There's a Jeep coming down, or is that an FJ? I don't know. It's something that's not this truck. Why? Oh, killing me, people. Alright, it was an FJ Cruiser. Brand new, it looks like. Howdy. Hey, I don't suppose you saw a red Jeep coming up the other side?
No,
St.
have
John's?
not seen a red Jeep, sorry.
Okay, no worries. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yep. Howdy. Hey, where is that red Wrangler at?
He's probably like still working his way up St. John's.
They wouldn't happen to be on fire, would they?
On fire?
Yeah, smoke pouring out.
They're not on fire.
Damn it.
They're definitely taking their time. I think you guys
Hey,
won.
Tommy, where you at, dude?
I just cruised down Alpine Tundra at full speed. How about you?
Me, I'm doing, let me look here. Oh my God, I'm doing 90 miles an hour. Can you believe that?
90? I'm doing like 92, 93. Hey, I think I'm gonna beat that actually. I really do.
Dude, I'm gonna see that fly before you do.
Quick! Oh, come on, come on. All that time I won by jumping this thing. Alright, we're almost at the top, but it's getting real steep over here.
Here I go, last ridge line.
Last little stretch. Is there gonna be a red Wrangler? Please no, please no.
I see the Gladiator, and I'm about to pop up.
I think I got this in the bag. Heck yes.
And there's a Gladiator, and a flag, and Tommy in the mountains. I guess we know which is the better vehicle and the better driver.
That was awesome.
That was great.
Well, it was great for me. It was a cool shot watching you come up over the ridge.
Yeah, it was a pretty crappy shot seeing you on top of the ridge.
Ouch! Hey, I won this race to the top of Montezuma. Another one in the bag, Dad.
So, did we prove that the pickup is faster than the Wrangler, or did we prove that the younger Micah is faster than the older Micah?
Yes, for all of those.
Well, guys, a special thanks to our friends at Bestop for lending us this really cool Wrangler, and thank you for watching another Montezuma challenge. One of these days, Tommy. One of these days.
Yeah, this I gotta see. As always, check out tflcar.com for the latest and greatest in new car reviews. We got another one coming up soon.
Yeah, and I gotta tell you, this view is worth it. Even though I lost, this is well worth it.
Oh,
See you
yes.
guys next time.
For
Ciao.
sure.